Hi, Robert here. Today we're going to talk about zippers. Discuss types of zippers and sliders, sizes of the zippers. We're going to talk about preparing the zipper to install it in your latex. We're going to do some installing of zippers, show you how to put it in a standard zipper. We're going to go and do hidden zippers, so you can see how you can put a zipper in and hide it if you got a nice dress or something you want to keep it hidden. So we'll go from there. Let me change the camera around and we'll start looking at some zippers. These are some of the zippers that I carry. When I buy zippers, these are, I think, 150 feet in the roll of these zippers. You cut them to what you need, the size what you need. Let me zoom in and we'll get a closer look at them. This is what you call a coiled zipper. It's a nylon continuous coil to make loops. There's a number 8. There's a number 5. There's a number 4. There's a number 3. So this is all the different sizes I have. For sleep sacks, vacuum beds, I usually use a number 8. If you got a nice skirt or something, you want something a little finer, you go to a number 3. It's a lot smaller. It looks a lot better than a big rough zipper in them. And they do make a tooth zipper, which has got plastic teeth in them. So that's what you consider a tooth zipper. And I do not recommend metal zippers in your latex. If you got light color latex, you could discolor it. So I do not like metal zippers. We got all kinds of zipper ends. This is the larger, for the larger zipper. These are the sliders, and this one here is a non-locking. This is for the same size zipper. This is a locking. There's a little mechanism in there. When you leave go, it springs back and holds it from coming down. I've made clothes before where put a non-slider or a non-locking zipper slider in it, and the zipper will keep coming down if it's tight or snug. So that's why you need a locking slider to keep it from sliding down. Here's one that's a little different again. It's got a zipper pull on both sides of the zipper. Like if you're making a sleep sack and something you can get in yourself with no armholes, so you can go on the inside and zip it up from the inside, or you can zip it up and down from the outside. So that's what they consider a double slide, double zipper. And there's ones like this. This here is a little different. This has got a loop on it. And these are used on luggage. And when they slide them together, as you can see, you can put a lock through them. So if you got a suit that's it's got maybe got a hood on it, you put one side on the hood and you zip it down. The other one in the back zipper, you zip it up in the back and you can lock them together. And so then nobody's going to unlock it and get out of the suit. So those are basically the 4 types you've got. And like I said, they all come in different sizes. All of these are not available in the smaller sizes. So you just have to determine what you want and what you're looking for. I'll put the company that makes the zippers or sells the zippers and the zipper supplies. I'll put a description in the bottom below so you can take a look at it. These are all YKK zippers, which are good zippers. I've yet to have a problem with the zippers. And as I said, I get these by 150 feet at a time. I mean, that's going to be more than most people are going to need, but I think this company does sell smaller quantities. So this is like a 4.5. This roll here is a 3. This is a small one. But if you're making vacuum beds and so forth, it comes in handy. You can make zipper any length you want. You're doing cat suits, you got to go out and buy a zipper the length you want. It gets very, very expensive. And this works great. Take and cut a couple of these and cut a couple of them so we can put them in a piece of latex later on after I show you and prep them. Let's see here. We'll make about a 7-inch zipper. To cut them, you can use something like a pair of side cutters if they're decent. I also use my scissors. You can take and double them up. The scissors will cut them also. So there's our 2 strips of zippers we're going to use. Put this away so it's out of the way. There's your zippers. Now to prepare the zippers, I use a liquid latex. what I use, I get at the craft stores. See if we can zoom in here and get a little. This is what I get. And I'll put a description in below of the liquid latex. They use this in model making or making casts for plaster, plaster objects and so forth. You need to thin it. And with thinning it, you need distilled water. You can use tap water, but there's so many chemicals and so forth in it. And distilled water is cheap. You can buy I think a gallon in the grocery store for a couple bucks or less. Most of your drugstores will handle this too in small quantities. So it's just good, clean, pure water. Keeps all the chemicals out. And I will take and thin it down. Thin it down. Get yourself some paper and I coat the material part of the zipper. The cloth part of the zipper I coat with the liquid latex. Some people have used their solvent-based glues to try and fill up that area where the glue will stick to it, but I have not had much luck doing that, and you got to put 3 or 4 coats on. With this, if you got it at the proper consistency, you can put a coat on and go from there. I usually start on the back side. And I use a foam brush. You don't want to get it on the teeth. You want it thin enough so it'll soak through. When it soaks through, it goes through both sides and it locks together through that cloth weaving. So, as you can see, I'm just putting a good amount on here. Like I said, keep it off of the zipper teeth. Otherwise your zipper will get glued together or stuck together. If other people have other ideas on this, I wish somebody'd let me know. But this is the way I've been doing it for all the years I've been doing it. Just work it in so it gets into that weave of the cloth. You get that side done, you turn it over, and you work from the other side. Like I said, you want to work it in good that it gets all the way through. This will dry clear so you won't really see it when you're done. And when I get done, I take and clip it with a clothespin. Then I'll set it up somewhere and leave it dry. Leave it hang. if you take and leave it lay, the latex is out on the paper here, will cause big stringers on the ends. Or if it sticks on something, it'll get bumps in it. So if you can hang it up like that, it seems like it stays nice, it'll dry, and you'll be okay to go then. Let me turn this off and we'll come back when I get the other one done, and we'll move on from there. Okay, I got both those coated. You can close up your latex. I always put it in a smaller container and thin out what I need because it's fairly heavy. The brush, I will take and go wash it with some water, and you can use it over quite a few times as long as you don't leave it dry. Brushes are cheap, but you know, like you do one short little zipper, and there's a 50-cent brush you're spending money on, so you can use it quite a few times. Let me go wash this, I'll be back. The one zipper I can't make is a separating zipper, which is like in a jacket or a coat where you zip it down and it comes apart. That's something I cannot do. So if you need a separating zipper for something, you'll need to probably go purchase one. And there again, you can get the plastic tooth zipper and use it. I've had good luck with these. Like I said, this is a separating zipper, so it comes apart. You prepare these the same way as you do the other ones. The only thing on these is there is a plastic coating at the end of the zipper. It will need to come off if you're going to glue them in. Some of the garments I've seen, they put a rivet down here. Put a small rivet at the bottom to hold it together to keep it from coming apart. But I found if you get a X-Acto knife blade, you can sit here and work on this a little. Let me get my little pliers. Okay, got my little pliers, and you can get a hold of that plastic, maybe You can peel that plastic back like that. And I found you take your X-Acto knife blade, just cut the plastic. Got to be real careful not to cut the cloth underneath. So that cuts that piece of plastic off, and you got good clean cloth here. You can put your liquid latex on it, and you should be ready to go then. So that's how I treat my separating zippers, that I can get them glued in and not have to worry about a rivet at the bottom. So these, you got to decide what length you want and buy them what the proper length. Or if you buy them long, you can always make ends on them to where they won't, zipper pull won't come off. In building your zippers, you can make a single pull, 2 pull, 3 pull. Depends on where you want the openings or how you want them. Let's see if I can get some of these started here. They can be kind of hard once in a while. Take a good sharp awl or ice pick to help you along here. So that'd be your zipper. If you want a 2 pull, you put this one on the opposite way. So if you got a cat suit on and you want an opening down at the bottom, you can do it that way. With these big ones, you can put a lock through them too. And they won't be able to open it then. And here again, you would put your zipper up here. Can be frustrating once in a while, but so if somebody's there and they're got a cat suit, they get in, you can zip it up. And then you got an opening, and you can put more than one in there. You could take and go along and put that one in there and come back with another one. So this way you could have two openings. You put another slider on there to zip it down to get in it and zip it back up. So, you know, your limitations of how many you want to put on there is up to you. They also make ends. They make little metal ends with points on them. Like if this is where you want your zipper to stop. You push it through and bend the tabs over. And that'll stop your zipper from going down any farther. You can take a needle with some heavy thread and sew it, you know, whip stitch it around there to keep it from coming apart and zipper going down. So either one, whichever you're more comfortable with, if you don't want to buy a bunch of ends. The top side, they make ones that clip on and you crimp them. So you crimp these down, that'll keep the zipper from coming off the top, or there again you can use your needle and thread to do that. It depends on what you're willing to spend or how you want it to look. So that's putting your zipper pulls on. Anybody has any questions, leave a comment below or a question below and we'll try and answer them or get back to you or make another video. Still got a lot more to go, but I gotta wait for the zippers to dry before I can put them in. I usually leave them dry overnight before I put them into my latex. So we'll be back a little later here.